Good snowy Monday afternoon, everyone. Welcome to GardenStateWeather.com and YouTube, Facebook, and Twitter as well. This is the afternoon winter storm video forecast discussion for this snowy Monday afternoon, the 22nd of February 2021. I'm meteorologist Robert Smith. Well, we have a pretty good band of moderate to heavy snow falling in the darker blues here, stretching all the way down from Annapolis and points further south here, all the way up through northwestern New Jersey. We're getting reports here down around the Baltimore area of everything switching over to rain. And also in Dover, Delaware, it has now switched over to rain. It is also raining now in Windsor and Atlantic City, and the rain extends all the way up now towards Toms River. Brick is now reporting rain, and inland around Howell and Neptune as well. Middletown is still reporting some snow here in Monmouth County. And of course, the brighter banding here on this imagery here shows where the heavy moderate snow is falling at maybe 1 to 2 inches per hour here across Reddington in northwestern New Jersey, central New Jersey, actually up towards Madison, Union, Paccon, and Mount Olive, as well as eastern Allentown and other areas here out in the Poconos here. And we've already seen some snow reports coming in. We've already had about an inch of snow in Woodlawn, which is Cecil County. And let's see, we'll move this up a little bit here. New Brunswick, yeah, let's focus this and get this on right. We've seen some snow reports already of 2.4 inches in Northampton, Pennsylvania. Other reports here in northern New Jersey, Doylestown and Bucks County, 2.5 inches. Let's get further into northern New Jersey if we can do this now. South Jersey region, about Burlington County here, about half of an inch now. And other reports still coming in, 2.4 inches. Other areas here along these heavy bands here are reporting about an inch or an inch or two across this region. And we've had reports of, even higher amounts than this. So in this bright banding right now, this is where the frontogenetic forcing is, and that's expected to continue over the next couple of hours. National Weather Service office in Mount Holly, once again continuing with our winter storm, winter weather advisories here. Everything in purple from the New York office here in the Hudson River Valley area. Northern New Jersey here is expanded a little bit further to the east now since this morning, as one would expect. And of course, all the way from Scranton, Williamsport, State College, Harrisburg, Lancaster, Reading, and down to Baltimore, and just outside Washington, D.C. here as well. Anywhere from between 2 to 4, maybe 5 inches of snow could be falling from this afternoon right into this evening. Storm Prediction Center's mesoscale analysis. We'll do the start out with the precipitation type here. Actually, no, we'll do precipitable water, getting it into 1/2 of an inch and a little bit higher than that, 3/4 of an inch, as you head down to the Delmarva this afternoon. And winter weather precipitation type is primarily in the form of snow and moderate to heavy snow here in the 9s that's showing up here, and also in the 7s and the 0s here. That's basically just rain right now showing up across the Delmarva, but some moderate heavy burst of snow showing up here. Let's see what else we want to do. 850 moisture transport that's building up ahead of this warm front, snaking out into the area this afternoon from the Pennsylvania Turnpike all the way down to the northern mid-Atlantic here and then up. So there's a lot of moisture transport at 850 millibars, and the near sea freezing temperatures here at the surface are over inland Jersey, and they're warming to above freezing here in the coastal and New York City metropolitan areas down through the Delmarva. Surface observations this hour. Let's take a look and see, get out of here for a minute. This is some of the snow that's falling right now in the Lehigh County areas. See if we can get into the observations. This shows up. And let's get back into the next lab page, and let's do the weather roundup here at 12 noon this afternoon. There's a lot of light rain here in southern New Jersey. Temperatures are around 40 to 34 degrees in Mount Holly with rain, up to 40 in Pomona and 44 at Wildwood. Pressures are falling off a little bit. There's fog and visibility restrictions in the rain. And also across northern New Jersey, we have snow in Sussex, light snow in Morristown. It's snowing in Newark here. Snow in Teterboro, Caldwell, Somerville, and Allaire, light rain in Toms River. Again, temperatures ranging in the low to the mid 30s. Dew points are nearly saturated, wet bulbed as well. That means the relative humidity values are up there close to 95 to 100%. Southerly winds at about 5 to 10 miles an hour. Southeast winds here off of the coastlines here of southern New Jersey, and they're freshening up just a bit. And there's visibility restrictions. Visibility is down to 1/4 of a mile or 1/2 of a mile in some of this precipitation. Eastern Pennsylvania, it's either freezing rain in Philadelphia, where it's 32, light snow in North Philadelphia, 33, go figure. And it's snowing in Bluebell. It's also snowing in Doylestown. There's some fog at Quakertown. Heavy snow in Percy. Heavy snow in Pottstown. Regular old-fashioned snow in Lancaster, Coatesville, Westchester, and Reading. Heavy snow in Allentown. It's snowing pretty good. Also in Mount Pocono with some light snow. Hazelden has snow. Also Lehighton and Wilkes-Barre has snow. Temperatures again in the upper 20s to low 30s. And there's visibility restrictions, obviously, in the precipitation. In Delaware, it's turned basically either into freezing rain or just rain, and the air temperatures are running anywhere from the lower 30s here with freezing rain in Wilmington, all the way up to about 47 in Wallops Island, and also 41 at Patuxent River, Maryland, and of course restrictions again with the visibilities due to the precipitation. Other nearby stations, light snow at Harrisburg, State College has light snow, Williamsport light snow, and probably want to get into the New York City metro area here. Let's see if we can pull this up here. Well, there's some light snow at LaGuardia, light snow at Kennedy International. It's snowing pretty good right now outside of our studios here in West Orange, and also at Newark Liberty, snowing pretty good in Teterboro too. Again, restrictions with the visibilities and the air temperatures running near or slightly above freezing here. And other areas where we're seeing the snow. Caldwell has snow, Somerville has snow, Linden, you get the picture, light rain now in the middle of Bill, Atlantic City, Wrightstown, and at Toms River and Belmar. Here's our current national surface chart this hour. It shows the warm front snaking down from the Ohio River Valley area into the Carolinas here, and then off the coast here of North Carolina, and it's moving northeast. High pressure is now off the coast, so the winds are all coming in from off the ocean right now. They're either south or southeast, and that's implementing the 850 millibar warm air in this nose that's through this region here, and the cold front associated with the low over the lakes here, all the way down through the Ohio River Valley and then further south. Where it's warm this afternoon, obviously, again, is Florida. Forecast charts for this afternoon shows that mix of rain, sleet, and snow to the north here of the I-95 corridor all the way up into New England. Rain along the coastlines here from, let's say, Nantucket all the way down through the coast to New York City and coastal New Jersey all the way down to the Delmarva here. By the time we get through tonight, all of this will have exited out of here pretty much at a triple point, with one low here over the Great Lakes and a secondary forming right over the Mid-Atlantic area into the New York City area, and then points to the north and east. By tomorrow morning, that's out of here. And then we got lake effect snows coming in again for tomorrow, downwind the lakes here, and that moves in our area with a surface trough nearly hanging on here, quasi-stationary here on Tuesday afternoon and Tuesday evening, and then another system coming in that was over here into the west coast is now moving on Wednesday into the Great Lakes again, providing some downwind snow across the lakes again, Buffalo, Rochester, that kind of thing, and snow across the upper Great Lakes and the lakes as well, as that system begins to push well off the coast. And here comes the southern batch of storm here, again over the Arklatex area, the Mid-Mississippi Valley area on Friday. High pressure is over our region with generally dry conditions, but that changes as we head into Saturday. Again, more rain is heading in our direction with a warmer air mass in place, and another system on Sunday producing rain across the region once again. Real-time temperature analysis this afternoon nationally here. It's in the 20s and teens across the northern plains here, Hudson River Valley, all of the northeastern states It's now into the 40s now in southern New Jersey, and also the mid and upper 40s here in portions of the Delmarva. And then you go all the way to Florida, where it's generally in the 70s and even around 80 or so as you head further south towards Miami here. Well, temperatures have really recuperated here in Texas, but the problems are still ongoing. And they have temperatures this morning because it's about 2 hours or so. If it's close to 1 o'clock now, it's got to be around 11 o'clock their time. 50s to the north and 60s to the south here. And of course, how does it feel out there with wind chills? It feels basically like there is no wind chill here in southern Florida and the southeastern states, but it feels quite chilly here with the precipitation ongoing in the northeast and mid-Atlantic region. 24-hour temperature changes. This is a big deal because this area has significantly warmed up from the last 24 hours. And of course, it's warmed up here along the east coast as well. And it's cooled down across interior portions of Mexico. It's a great shot of the water vapor imagery, the low-level water vapor imagery this afternoon. Shows our lifting here, the striations of the warm air advection here getting going here across Pennsylvania. And all of this lifting here with this striation here, this is frontage genetic forcing, and that's allowing for moderate burst of snow at about 1 to 2 inches per hour now falling across this region and here and getting further up into New York State and eventually into northern New England. And we can see this right now on the water vapor channel. If we took a look at the visible channel, this is probably going to tell the tale too. See these striations here? Let's see if we can hone in on this and get a better localized or subregional area here. Let's try this. And this looks good. Yeah, lots of striations to the clouds here on the visible satellite this afternoon, and all of this torque, so to speak, if you will, is the moderate to heavy burst of precipitation which is breaking out and falling right now. National hazards of today, it's a winter weather advisory here for much of Pennsylvania down through the Virginias here into southeastern Pennsylvania, excluding the Philadelphia corridor and the I-95 corridor, but these extend into northwestern New Jersey and just west of New York City into lower Hudson Valley, portions of western Connecticut here, Massachusetts as well as interior portions here of the Northeast. High wind warnings across the plains, wind weather advisories here, and winter weather advisories here over Idaho. Yes, indeed. Winter storm warnings here all the way up into Oregon. Last hour's high-resolution rapid refresh model shows the moderate to heavy snow burst here over northern New Jersey. Long Branch down to Toms River, Vineland here. That's all rain. Some sleet mixing in here across the Wilmington area and down towards Dover. That should change to all rain. Notice how the snow just really sticks around, changes over just a little bit just west of New York City, but remains snow for the most part across northwestern New Jersey. Let's say 287, 78, 80. This was all forecasted yesterday. Moderate burst of rain coming into Vineland and Toms River by 4 p.m. this afternoon. Everything just begins to shut down for this period. After that, after 5, 6, 7, 8 o'clock tonight, everything is out over southern New England and the coastal waters here. And then a quieter weather pattern coming in for the day on Tuesday. Let's look at the total snowfall here. And if we did this, total snowfall, again, these numbers look like winter weather advisories or even somewhat closer to a low-end winter storm warning here. Expecting about 5 inches around Bridgewater and portions of Morris County here. Again, these numbers look good. 2.7 in New York City. This is where the heavy banding is right now on the frontogenic forcing, and that's the reason for that. Not seeing an ice signal here that much, and accumulated freezing rain. That's going to be on the lighter side too. And it's not really showing up here in that. When we go back to the surface here, take a look at the total QPF through the period here. Again, half inch, a little bit more than that, but it's doing its number right now. So naturally, we'll be tracking and monitoring all of this throughout the afternoon and have further updates within an hour or two from this broadcast. For everything live, it's GardenStateWeather.com, GardenStateWeather.com, Twitter, Facebook, and YouTube. I'm meteorologist Robert Smith. Be safe out there and drive safely this afternoon.